petrol pump. Gas! I need gas!
The car's fuel efficiency is decreasing. The first thing to check is the air filter. If the car is running slow and getting poor gas mileage, the air filter box may be clogged with dirt. It's important to check the air filter regularly. Many people overlook this, but a clogged air filter can greatly affect gas mileage. Don't be fooled by claims from companies that their air filters will improve gas mileage. The filter that comes with the car is designed specifically for it. Using a cheaper aftermarket filter may actually be worse for the car, as they have less filtration area and clog up faster. This will result in even worse gas mileage. Another factor that affects gas mileage is clean oil of the right weight. Always use the oil recommended by your car's manufacturer. Using a heavier weight oil than what is recommended can decrease gas mileage by 8 to 10%. If you recently had your oil changed and noticed a decrease in gas mileage, it's possible that the wrong oil was used. Another common cause of poor gas mileage is a dirty or faulty mass airflow sensor. These sensors can get dirty and provide inaccurate readings. Regularly cleaning them with a spray cleaner can help prevent buildup and maintain accurate readings. If the mass airflow sensor provides incorrect data to the computer, it can negatively impact gas mileage. If you know how to use a scan tool, you can simply plug it in and read the mass airflow data. If you're really into cars, you can even get a cheap scan tool that can read mass flow. It might be a good idea to use it on your car when it's running normally and write down the data of how it behaves when warmed up and idling in drive. If you start noticing worse gas mileage, just plug in your scan tool and check the mass airflow data. If it's way off, you can try cleaning it. If that doesn't work, you can easily replace it since they are simple to change on most cars. Another reason for bad gas mileage, especially in newer cars, could be a weak battery. Nowadays, everything in modern cars is controlled by computers, so if the battery doesn't have enough voltage, the systems can go haywire. It may sound crazy, but I've had a neighbor with a Mercedes that would crank fine, but wouldn't start. After spending a lot of time checking various things, I discovered that the battery was no good and needed to be replaced. Even though it was cranking the engine fast enough, it didn't have enough voltage to power the fuel injection and electronic ignition systems. Once we put in a new battery, the car ran perfectly. So, as strange as it may sound, it's a good idea to have your car battery checked if you're experiencing worse gas mileage. And while you're at it, these machines can also test the alternators, which work together with the batteries. They work together, so you want to test both. It only takes about 4 minutes with one of these machines. Now, another common reason why cars get worse gas mileage has nothing to do with the engine itself. It has to do with the transmission. The transmission does exactly what its name suggests. It transmits the power from the engine to the wheels to make them spin. If it's not shifting smoothly into all gears, you're going to get worse gas mileage. And if it's slipping, you're also going to get worse gas mileage. The transmission plays a big role in your gas mileage. With modern computerized automatic transmissions, it's often a good idea to have a mechanic to run a transmission scan using fancy scan tools. I've seen cars show 4 or 5 different transmission codes when you connect it. That's why you're getting bad gas mileage. Your transmission isn't working properly. Now, the next major reason for poor gas mileage could be a problem in your braking system. The brakes are supposed to be inactive while you're driving, but when you step on them, they should squeeze the rotors or drums to convert the car's energy into heat and stop it. This is great when they work, but as they age, the brakes can sometimes stick. All you have to do is jack the car up and spin all 4 wheels. If you notice some of them dragging or spinning with difficulty, it means your brakes are dragging. It's like driving with 1 foot on the brake and 1 foot on the gas. Years ago, similar case with a BMW who was experiencing poor gas mileage. I checked everything I could, but couldn't find any issues with the car. So, I suggested we go on a road trip and he could drive. As I watched him, I noticed he had 1 foot on the gas and 1 foot on the brake. I asked him why he was doing that. He mentioned that they were taught to drive with 1 foot on the gas and 1 foot on the brake. I came up with a flimsy excuse to follow him and check if his car looked weird. Turns out, he was driving with his brake lights on the whole time, which means he had one foot on the brake and one on the gas. This caused bad gas mileage. Another common reason for poor gas mileage is using the wrong fuel in your car. Most modern cars are designed to run on regular gas, but using the wrong type can lead to inefficiency. It's important to follow the manufacturer's recommendations for fuel to ensure optimal performance. When it comes to this, car manufacturers really put in a lot of effort to ensure their vehicles get the best gas mileage possible. If you decide to go against their recommendations, it might not be the best idea. Some people might argue that using high-test gasoline in an old car designed for regular gas actually improves gas mileage. This could be true because the engine might be filled with carbon buildup, which increases compression and essentially turns it into a higher compression engine. However, if you were to clean out all that carbon and test it again, you'd see that it performs the same with regular gas. It's important to consider all factors when dealing with older engines. For modern cars that are well maintained, sticking to regular gas is the way to go for optimal gas mileage. Thank you for your attention, and have a nice day.